the fans, they want to see their team winning, and they want to see their team winning now, and I'm absolutely the same. So I was, it was a worrying performance from what I saw, but we're working on it. So we understand, and I understand what's required, what needs to be done, and we're working towards that. The performances in the games have been mixed. See, my first game was against Kortrijk, a game that we won, and I certainly saw some things in the game that were, positive and that we'd worked on the training field. The game against AS Monaco was obviously a very challenging game because they had a lot of players and a lot of high quality players. But I was actually very pleased with some of the stuff from that game. And that was the clearest that I saw the players trying to install the principles that we've shown in training. So although we lost the game, there were a lot of things that I liked, and clearly there were some things that I felt that we needed to work on. We then went into two interesting other friendly games. One was against Winkelsport, obviously I think third level of Belgian football, and we played on a synthetic pitch, and then we played against Deinze, second league team, and there were some disappointing things in those two games. Certainly the first half against Winkel, where I played, a lot of the players hadn't played so much, and that was an opportunity for them, and I think they should have done better. And we finished the game arguably with a slightly stronger, more mature team, and we ended up winning very, very late on. The game against Deinze was the most disappointing game so far. Clearly the result was poor, but I think the performance, we got the result we deserved because of the performance. The performance was very disappointing. And we're going to have games this year that we don't win, but what's important for me is that if we're going to lose, and we're always going to try and win, but if we're going to lose, there's a way that you lose. And the way that you lose is giving your absolute best for the team, for your teammates, and trying to do the things that we've worked at, sticking to the principles, playing in a team structure. And some of the things we're missing from that performance, well, actually a lot of things we're missing. And having reflected on it a lot, I'll take the positives from some of the other games, and I think we're moving in a forward direction. New players are going to arrive. And it's going to be a step-by-step process. It's unrealistic to think a whole team is going to arrive before the start of the season. That's not going to happen. So either way, patience needs to be exercised by everyone. We're going to work extremely hard, and we want to win, and we want to win now. But we also have to understand it's going to be a young team, and a young team needs support, and it needs patience, and it needs time. In addition to some of the young players, we're going to get some development players as well, who are, I would say, very much first team ready and have a little bit more experience. Because if you go too young, it's going to be very, very difficult. So we need to get that balance right, and we're working on that. The relationship that I feel that this team has with AS Monaco is very strong. How it was in the past, I don't know. I was obviously appointed by Oleg Petrov and Paul Mitchell from AS Monaco here at the club with, the support of our president Vincent and also Mark, the general manager. So the recruitment department is recruiting across both teams. So they recruit for AS Monaco and they recruit for Cercle Bruges. It's one department that moves across both the teams, and I'm working very closely on them with that. Who are the targets? What are the profiles? Who's the next option? Who are the young talents? Who are the performance players? But we're in a very, I would say, remarkable time, not just in football but across the world. There's been a huge impact on everybody's lives, and the knock-on effect through all types of the economy and football as well are massive. And one of the issues that we've got regarding the transfer market is the markets are not aligned. So, we're due to start in 2 weeks against Standard Liège on the 8th. Whether that happen or not, we're not sure. Because of the legal situation regarding what happened at the end of last season, it could be that there's a potential delay to the start of the season. The markets, the transfer markets are not aligned. The transfer windows are different in England to they are in Spain, in Italy, in France, in Germany and in Belgium. And because we're ahead and other teams are just finishing their seasons, then players are thinking about, we're going to get a little bit of time off, maybe I'm staying at my club, maybe I'm moving. So it is complicated at the moment to get the players in for the start date that we want. We are rebuilding something new. So that patience is absolutely vital, especially with young players that need support and need help, and we don't want to shatter their confidence. And at the same time, we want to become stable. We certainly don't want to be fighting down at the bottom of the league from day one, because that brings a lot of pressure and a lot of strain on everybody, fans, players, support staff. So, you know, we're working towards improving things in lots of different areas, and it's important that we navigate through that.